So trial 1 for the free-to-play accounts, we get Shield Wall with Fiora, Bright Steel Protector, and Detain. That seems pretty good. We get Disruption with Yasuo, Yone, and Ghost. Not the best. Battle Scars with Vlad, Trifarian Assessor, and Curator. Okay, that's okay. I think it's going to be Shield Wall for sure. I think a big thing when you're drafting is you got to look at the names because they're different archetypes. For draft mode or expedition, there's going to be 23 different archetypes that you can be offered. And that'll be offered in more of in your synergy picks depending on what you picked. You're going to get offered in your synergy picks more cards that synergize with whichever one of these you pick. So for here, I think we go down the Shield Wall path because I think Fiora is decent. And Bright Steel Protector is okay, and Detain's a really good card in drafts. So I think I'm happy with this pack. I don't really like the Yasuo with Vladimir packs too much. So a Shield Wall, and then for the second one, Zed with the Shadow Fiend, this Shadow Assassin. So this is okay. We have Tryndamere with Seer and Omenhawk. Omenhawk's good, Tryndamere's good. And we have Cloning Program with Ezreal, Intrepid Mariner. I've actually never seen that card. And Mid and Stoke Henchman. So it's between Shadows and Dust and Suit Up. I think Elusive-esque units are very strong in draft mode. And Shadows and Dust is the, well, it's not the best one, but it's okay. I think I prefer that over the Tryndamere stuff, probably. Tryndamere is good. Like, they're both very acceptable packs. I think you have 2 really good cards and 2 really good heroes and 1 bad card. I think Starlit Seer is less bad than the Fiend, though. What do you guys think? Omenhawk on 1? Yeah, Omenhawk on 1's definitely broken. My logic is, like, getting Ionia with Demacia is a really good combo. And I think that a lot of the elusive cards are going to do well with a lot of buffs. And we do have one of the good elusive cards already. I also just think elusives are broken in draft mode. I don't think you should think about buffing up Fiora, though. I do think the suit up can do that, but the way I view Fiora in draft mode is that she's a 3 and a 3/3 challenger. I don't think you should try to win with Fiora's effect. Especially early on before you get a lot of Fioras, because the effect, I mean, is just not going to be that consistent. And it's not a good way to draft your deck. I think you should draft her as a unit that people are just going to have to spend a lot to remove. So I think we go for this pack. A lot of you guys are going for the suit up, though. So, I mean, I'm going to say Shadows and Dust. Could be wrong, though. So Shield Wall again. Shadows and Dust again, or Retribution. So Fresh Offering, Stirred Spirits, not very good. Sparring Student Shadow Shift, also not that great. Yeah, so not super great packs here. Or Shield Wall for the Tracker and the Lookout. Tracker, Lookout are okay. I think card-wise, Tracker and Lookout are definitely the best right now. Just because of Tracker, really. Shadow Shift is actually quite interesting because you can't actually respond to it with, like, burst spells. So, you know, you can protect units very, very well with the Shadow Shift. Sparring Student's not the best one. I don't really want to talk about this pack. I think this pack's just really bad. I think that I want to go for the Shield Wall just because of the Tracker. My problem is right now, I still actually don't know what the entire archetype, like, offering list is. So the reason why I'm talking about this is because Shadows and Dust might just have really, really good elusive units in it. And if that's the case where there's a lot of good elusive units in this, then we'd actually want to pick Shadows and Dust. Throwing in Zed is a good combo for sure. Tracker is just a better card though, is the thing. Tracker is just like the nuts. It's bad. I mean, I could be definitely convinced that this is like Shadow Shift will protect big cards. I think it's really close. We're gonna go here just to see what the packs give us. Deny and Shadow Fiend. So Deny is good, Shadow Fiend's really bad though. Vengeance, Possession, not the best. And Shield Wall for a Protector and Herald of Spring. So, I mean, we don't want the Shadow Fiends, really. Deny is cool, but not the move, I don't think. Possession's a pretty interesting card. I don't think we want it. I think Protector and Spring are just fine. I think that, you know, Deny is really nice, but I think Shadow... Really not a very good card at all. Shield Wall for a Mage Seeker Persuader and Green Glade Caretaker. Caretaker is actually a decent card that pops off a lot, but Persuader's terrible. Shadows and Dust, Shadow Flare, and Shadow Assassins. It's another elusive card, which is really nice. Demacian Steel for a Lancer and Border Lookout. Shadow Flare is actually not terrible. And Shadow Assassin's a nuts. We're going to go for Shadows and Dust. Shield Wall again. So Tracker and Warships. This is actually pretty juicy. We might just pick this. Retribution, Crocolith, and Scuttlegeist. And Demacian Steel, Cythria, and Border Lookout. Cythria is good, but this pack is just the nuts, dude. Gonna go for that. Get the Tracker we passed last time. Deny, Shadow Shift, Shadows and Dust. Shield Wall for Senna and a Lancer. This is an okay pack. It's not bad. Or we can go for Demacian Steel for back-to-back and Vanguard Defender. I think I like Demacian Steel here, actually. What do you guys think? This one's kind of tight. I like the Defender. We do have a lot of 2s already. I think back-to-back's really good. I think it's probably not the Shadows and Dust. Deny is nice, but I think we'd rather have better cards. So it's between Senna as a 3 attack, or 3 cost unit with quick attack, that we could potentially maybe trade like a Fiora for a Lucian for later, and a decent 5-drop, or back-to-back in Defender. And I think back-to-back's really strong. I think Defender's a decent too. So look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 2s already. There's a lot of 2s, but I think it's quite a few. I think with the way that we're shaped up right now, I'm more happy with back-to-back. If I had a Lucian, the Senna would be like an auto pick though. That's cool. It's really tight. So wild picks, so these ones just get random stuff and they don't influence the synergy picks you've been picking. So we get Relentless here, Brightsteel Protector, and Vanguard Cavalry. This is actually decent. It's really not bad. Retribution, Mage Seeker, and Single Combat definitely the move. And Shield Wall is rushing. We don't really have much top end, right? Like, we literally have no units that are over 3, so I think we want the Cavalry, and the Brightsteel is just nuts, so go for that. Back to the synergy picks, so we get Relentless again for Brightsteel and Vanguard First Blade. Shadows and Dust for Deny and Dawn and Dusk. That's actually kind of nice. A little bit bad early. Shield Wall, probably not the move. So we could go for Relentless for a 4th Protector and a Vanguard First Blade, or we can take a Deny and Dawn and Dusk. I kind of like this. 1 Deny seems fine, Dawn and Dusk is a good finisher. It also leans us more towards Ionia synergy, and I think that'll allow us to get more cards that say Elusive on them more often. So I'm going to go pick that pack. Except Spellbound, Purify, Succession. So, I mean, it's kind of like just tech cards. Demacian Steel, Succession, and Detain. Or Shield Wall for Usari and Sage. The second Detain is really nice. Usari is just another good unit, and Sage is kind of big as well. We do kind of lack larger cards. Sage is not very good. Usari is okay. Succession is a 3 and a 3/3, and Detain. How much removal do we have right now? Detain's like basically our only removal card. We have 5 picks left. Would I rather, basically, so that, I guess the question is, would we rather have a Usari or a Detain? Challenge is really strong. So is Elusive. This actually feels like it's probably one of the hardest picks so far. Yeah, Succession can come out in 2 because of spell mana for sure. I think we go for second Detain. Synergy picks, so Shadows and Dusk, another Dawn and Dusk, and Keeper of Mask. We definitely don't want that. Shield Wall, Fleet Tracker, and Vanguard First Blade, or Detain for Demacia. These are all kind of gross. I don't think we want 2 Dawn and Dusks, and Keeper of Masks is not very good. Another Tracker is good. Vanguard First Blade is not that great. We're going a little bit too heavy into Demacia now and a little bit far away from Elusive. But this is probably just a pick. We also don't have any 4s. Mentor and Shadow Shift. Senna and a Redeemer, or another Detain and Vanguard Cavalry. So we have. This is a good pack. Senna and Vanguard are decent. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-drops already though. Mentor's another 1-drop. Shadow Shift is okay. We already have a Shadow Shift though. 3 Detains and a Cavalry. Detain's definitely a good card, but we do really like late game as well. This deck is kind of scuffed, but I feel like that's happened basically every game. I think that the Mentor is just broken as well, right? Like, it's actually worth to talk about here. And it puts us more into Ionia. I'm pretty sure it's this still. Shadows and Dust for Shadow Fiend and Assassin. Shield Wall for Barrier and Vanguard First Blade. Or Steel for Silverwind Vanguard. So, I mean, Shadow Assassin is really good. Shadow Fiend is really bad. Barrier is okay. First Blade's pretty good. Not the best though. Detain is our 3rd Detain, which is a lot of Detains. It means you draw Detain a lot. Vanguard's actually a decent card. I don't have any issues with this. So this pack, like, overall is the best. I think I might still just be going for this. Because we can trade the bad cards out for better cards. Ooh. Protege plus Scout is really good too, though. So I guess with this, we can talk about this. So Shadow Assassin is really good. Conspirator, what can we bounce with Conspirator? So Mentor is pretty obvious. It's only 1 of interaction. Might get this like combo 1 out of 7 games, maybe. It's not that likely. Bouncing Protector is good. Bouncing Shadow Assassin is good. So we don't have a lot of bounces that are strong. But I think this is still a pick. Got a pretty solid Elusive deck, so we're going to look to play for that a little bit more. So trades First Blade for Herald of Spring. That's okay. We don't have very many 4s. That'd be decent. A Lancer for a Defender, definitely not the one we want. Or a Sparring Student for a Fiend. Sparring Student for Fiend sounds good. But I mean, it's not like Sparring Student's that great of a card. So I mean, like, value-wise, this isn't that good. Trading a Herald for a First Blade might be okay. If you bounce the unit that's detaining something, you get rid of Detain, you give them their unit back if you do that, I think. Oh, yeah, sorry. 9 spells, 21 units, 2 champs. So we don't have a lot of spells. It's kind of a weird mix here. Herald of Spring is not that good, but it's a 2-drop. First Blade's okay, but only on evens, really. I feel like it's still this. Get a bad card in the deck for a good card. So overall, the deck's not that great. It's okay. We hit a lot of elusive cards, but we don't have a lot of buffs. Okay. Daily PvP win bonus. Nice. Level 2 SI. Vault's leveling up. And we get a trade. Actually, we get to pick stuff, sorry. So we can go Shield Wall for Shen, Senna, Stand United. Shield Wall for Fiora, Prismatic Barrier, Spirit's Refuge. Shadow and Dust for Zed, Windfear, Hatchling, and Deathmark. I think this is definitely going to be the pack. The Windfear is really, really nice for a finisher. Super dope. And another Zed's just good. The sweet thing about Zed is he forces a lot of the same removals that would be used on your elusive cards. So that's why I actually like Zed a lot. Do we have a lot of ephemeral cards to Deathmark? Not really. So we're not going to get Deathmark value a lot of the time. It's going to be a very... Actually, I guess... Fiend plus Deathmark's a combo. You can also talk about the Shield Wall back too. I think that's fine. But, you know, we're not playing for Fiora with this list, really. We're playing for Zed and the elusive stuff. So I think this is definitely the move. Hatchling buff is just so good. I feel like you're fundamentally critically making some kind of mistakes during the draft. I mean, I say pay attention to the archetypes a lot to know what you're going down. So I played a lot and I didn't pay attention to the archetypes forever. And I definitely got punished pretty heavily because of that. Swiftwing Lancer for Herald of Spring, that's fine. Another Sparring Student for Shadow Fiend. Is that really what we want though? Or a Riposte for a Deny? Riposte is damage, Deny is just reactive. I like having one Deny though. Sparring Student is better than Shadow Fiend, but we lose most of our Deathmark synergy then. Which is probably okay, it just means Conspirator on 2 is more likely. Swiftwing Lancer over the Herald's actually kind of nice too. Herald's not a very good card, and we don't have very many cards we can play later on in the game. So I think that the Lancer is actually probably going to be the best pick. I'm not the biggest fan of the Spring. And I think Lancer is actually a decent card, because you can challenge bigger units with it. So I kind of like this. I'm happy with that. Could argue that's the only way we can heal, but I don't think we're really too worried about that. In most cases, we're going to be the aggressor. Prismatic Barrier instead of Succession. Okay, Vanguard Sergeant instead of Vanguard Defender. Or Sparring Student instead of a Detain. Do we want a Sergeant instead of a Defender? I feel like we have too many 3s already. Would we ever just want a Barrier instead of a 3/3 for 3? I could see this trade being better. I don't think that the Sergeant instead of a 2-drop is worth the... He drew that out of the Brilliance thing? I think so, yeah. I mean, it's one of those where like we were losing anyways, so there's no point in even complaining. It's just an unlucky one. I think I like the Barrier more than the Succession. The thing is, this is kind of a 2-drop too if you miss on 1. But I mean, maybe protect some of our cards from stuff. Sergeant, when we have so few 2s, is not the move. So we're going to do this. Okay, so we can get a Zed, Green Glade Duo, and another Deathmark. We can get a Fiora, Senna Riposte, or a Shen on guard, and Swiftwing Lancer. Duo is definitely really good. It adds a 2-drop for us, it's strong. Deathmark gets more synergy with a Zed. We have a Fiend for that. I feel like the Deathmark's really out of place, but the Zed is good. Fiora, Senna Riposte is also a pick as well, right? Like, this is not a bad pack. Zed is a 3, like, really contests the Shadow Assassin too, but so would Fiora and the Senna. Green Glade's just a nice 2. Do this, dude. Is inted. Okay, nice. So Protector instead of Shadow Shift, Shadow Assassin instead of Shadow Flare, or Duo instead of Dawn and Dusk. I think we take another Shadow Assassin instead of Shadow Flare. I think the Shadow Shift kind of sucks, but Shadow Flare is harder to play, I think. I feel like that's right, at least. That's a pretty easy pick, I think. Shadow Assassin is just nuts. Victory Royale gameplay stream, boys. Let's go. Okay, so Elise, Heimer, Lux. That's an interesting kind of combo. We have Zed, Fiend, Shadow Assassin, and we're on evens. Not the best to keep both, but I think it's fine. Can just do this. Back to back is maybe a keep. I don't think so, though. Let's keep those two. Look for like a 1 or a 2. Yeah, the problem is because the Shadow Shift would be 3 damage, right? And then with the 3 damage from that, even if I block with my lowest unit that can block Leteros, it should be 3 damage. He'd always have the Leteros die, and he could replay him over at 1 health and win. Deathmark is pretty good. So if we play the Protector, we can't go Zed with the Deathmark. And, I mean, we're playing in turn 4 anyway, so I guess we can, actually, my bad. Let's play the Protector then. We should be fine. Let's play 3-2. So you can trade 3-2 into 3-2. That's probably a good trade for us, so we're okay with it, I think. I prefer that it dies right now, if he wants to do that. Like, that's actually a good trade for us. Because next round, if we make the trade, he could save mana and blocks through the Zed. Whereas now he can't. Nerf Ledros, make him an 8-7? Yeah. Make him like a unit with 8 attack and infinity health. Okay, let's play Zed, he gets in 4 damage here. We don't really want to Deathmark the 3-3 though. Just gonna skip the block here. So we have 2 spell mana if we play Shadow Assassin. If we play a War Chef, so he gets a good trade into the Zed, so that's not really a good play. Could just play Zed and double attack and then see what he does. Or full attack, sorry. By full attack, I mean open attack. I'm brain lagging right now. So we see this. I think open attack's the best. Let him react. Our round 5 is going to be a lot better. As well, the Shadow Assassin developed and probably go for the Lancer.
You have to get me out of here.
We still won't have mana for Deathmark though. Zed's dead. So we get Deathmark to clear 3-3. Is that worth it? We also get a 3-1. It's probably fine. Not the best use of the card in the world, but I'll take it. Say okay. We develop chefs, I think.
On my mark.
3-3 dies. We get Mystic Shotted, we play chefs. He's playing green cards now. 3 mana, 3-1 deals 3 damage. It's kind of like 6 mana because we had to play the Zed to get it, so I mean... It's like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's also not really great either. So he plays big unit, we play big unit to block the big unit. Sure. What other opportunity am I going to get the Deathmark to work with? Probably like another Zed. There's a Dawn and Dusk, but we're usually playing that as a finisher, and Shadow Fiends. But in most cases, I mean, that was perfectly fine, right? Clearing a 3-3 with it is good. Definitely take it, because otherwise it's a dead card. Static Shock, sure. Goodbye, 3-1. Gets a card, and the Assembly Bot is buffed. Probably gonna not attack here, I guess. Challenging the Assembly Bot means that it can get buffed. So we're probably just gonna double Assassin here, and then attack with those. Use these for blocking. Could also play something we'd want to challenge and maybe do 6 damage here to clear. It's kind of the value of these, is protecting our health total right now. The Shadow Assassins are the cards we're gonna win with most of the time. The Assassins, draw the cards. Hatchling's dope. It's really nice.
I will play my part.
I don't want to play any shit here, dude. Just get our 4 damage in here. We can win with the Hatchlings on round 8 with another Shadow Assassin developed. So maybe we push 4 here, then we have 3 Shadow Assassins plus a Hatchling. That's going to be 16 already. Which is, by my count, if we do 4 here, lethal, I think. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Hits us to the Soul Gorger though, okay. That's the play. He got us. We can detain the Soul Gorger though if we want. Do we want to detain the Soul Gorger though? We could. denies the healing. We don't get to play a Shadow Assassin though, so we don't actually have lethal. But I mean, if he plays the Soul Gorger attacks freeze at 19, and we also don't have lethal. So I mean, we can stop the attack phase here if we want. Probably detain onto like the 2-3 though. We float 2 mana, detaining Heimer's better, but I guess this is fine for now. It just means we're gonna win on like turn 10 instead of turn 8. But we kind of play around that for a little bit. He can just thermo it too and stuff like that as well, so it's kind of annoying. We don't have that much else to do, right? Seems like an easy decision, but I think it's actually one that we kind of want to think about for a bit. Or I should say, it feels like it's not actually that easy to me. So he kills that grasp, okay? Sure. Full health. He's got a 3-3, so he probably just pass. We should still play the hatchling next round, I guess. Be a 5-4 then. Could block 5-4 with Soul Gorger and clear it, I guess. Should have blocked with the detaining unit? Probably, yeah. That's probably the move, for sure. Students. There's a 4 Demacia as well. That's like a hey I win card. Our problem here is we don't win this round. It's kind of a big issue actually. Because with 4 Demacia we're going to be wanting to block with a lot of units, and with Yone, I mean... Or sorry, with the hatchling, we're going to have 3 units on board that aren't going to be very good at blocking. So lead with the student though. See if he plays anything big right away. Elise, okay. Not the best unit in the world. I don't think it's going to get leveled this round either. Let's go hatchling now. He still has 8 mana though. 8 mana is a ton in this game. You can do a lot with that much. Fortunately for us though, he doesn't have a really good block into the 4-4. So I think we're just going to do this. Challenge that way to maximize damage. See what he's going to do here. Vengeance maybe, or something like that. I'm going to say he should be at 8. And then probably develops and looks to lead with something like the 4 Demacia next rounds. And that's going to be a problem for us because, again, we're not really going to be wanting to block with our elusive cards. It's kind of why I like developing the student, because maybe he trades something here, or he just pushes an extra 4. Riposte, okay, so he's going to heal a ton. And a card set. And he gets to heal. To do that. We do push quite a bit. Not the best elite in the world. Pass. Pass this with 4 mana. For Demacia, I dig it. He's gonna play 1 unit. So it's a barrier with a Soul Gorger, he's not gonna heal. So we should keep our most important unit alive with the barrier.
My shield is yours.
And then block the other stuff. Barrier, yes, it does stop healing. Yeah, definitely the move. You can Shadow Shift something as well if we want, like a Shadow Assassin, so we have another one. 3-2 has to go here because that is fearsome. Our other cards only have 2 attack. Detain.
You will suffer long.
So we can Shadow Shift so we have another unit to pop off with, I guess. And then we're going to play him again next round, so we should do that. Sure. And then we would go... I guess we technically would have stopped the block, right, with that? So it's actually probably a misplay. I should have just stopped the block, I think. Because now he heals, right? With the Shadow Shift. Can I take that back? So if we do this, he doesn't heal with this, right? So we can still just like get lethal with the Shadow Assassins next rounds.
Focus. Focus. You cannot escape.
So this should be fine then. Shift is actually bad. So we do this, we block. Because with the Detain, what happens is you actually don't get to go through with the attack unless what you have is going to be something like Overwhelm. And since he doesn't have Overwhelm here, we're fine. So we play another Shadow Assassin.
The order rewards.
And we still have mana to Shadow Shift and play another Shadow Assassin if we need to. We don't though, so we can just pass and then open attack, I think. And we should be fine.
I will play my part.
Let's play a fast spell, that'll clear 2. Vile Feast is probably fine too. We have Shadow Shift for 1 though, and Shadow Shift will do 3 damage here if he's not going to be blocking. Whale and Grasp. Whale and Grasp, okay. So that's kind of nutty. So we should shift 1 probably. Shift the one he's grasping so he heals less. And we still don't have lethal in that case, but that's fine. Deny 3 healing. Get another Shadow Assassin to play. He's going to heal for 3 for sure, though, with the Gorger, so we might still be in kind of a rough spot here. And this assembly bot, man. It's getting big. Big assembly boy. So we have nothing. I guess if he doesn't open attack, we can have a unit with barrier again. But otherwise, we don't. Let's go Mentor, buff the Assassin. We basically just go wide so we can full block. That's the whole idea here. Is just become fine with that. Get a board. Basically just 4 units. 5 units maybe. Duo's nice. We don't want to play that after his attack phase next round though. We'll play Cythria. So we have enough to block with here basically. So we can pass. I believe we can. No, actually. And maybe he is play Zed too and just block with his Zed into the Elise. That feels right to me. Dab. Gotcha, man. Hey, you read, say done. So we pass. We're up a unit. Technically, we're eating his Elise spawns one. But if he plays something first, we'd want to just bury you right away. Just so we can block his Soul Gorger and he can't heal. Okay, that's fine. It's a 3/3 that then summons. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. Go barrier on. Go like Shadow Assassin maybe. Should be fine. Could do it on Zed too. Zed into that. Should try to keep the 2-1 alive. Should be fun. He's not playing Noxus, so he's not going to have overwhelm cards. So I think we're okay. It's just if he has more removal for next rounds. But I mean, if you had the removal for next round, you just play it now, right? So I mean, it doesn't make too much sense. Let's go this here. 3/3 here. This here. Theory card here, and I guess 3/2 should kill 4/3, and then 2/2 can go here. Sure. Okay, so we're not dead. Kill all of his stuff, and we're good to go. Seems like a win. I mean, hopefully, yeah. He can't play Runation right now. You get Withering Wail though. Withering Wail again would be good. For the defender, maybe spend some more mana first to play around the whale. Because we do lose the whale right now. Heimer. Okay, we play the duo, and then we just get an open attack. So a duo is the problem. We can lose the duo. Otherwise we should win. Or sorry, we can lose the Withering Wail, otherwise we should win. So just no second Withering Wail, and we're fine. GG. Good stuff. That one was kind of tight. Not gonna lie. But good one. I like it. Level 3 Shadow Isle is almost 4. Get another Shadow Assassin for Death Mark, 4 Demacia for a War Chef, or a Vanguard Sergeant for Deny. Do we like having a 6 Shadow Assassin for Death Mark? It honestly felt decent that game, but I feel like it doesn't line up that well a lot of the time. Shadow Assassin is kind of just the nuts too, but this is removal, and it's one thing we lack, right? We only have 6 cards that would activate it. Really just 4, I guess. It's 5, sorry, that activate it. 1 Death Mark is probably the sweet spot. We probably don't want 2, right? So I think we're gonna go Shadow Assassin. That feels better to me. Check our reward out. 5 wins, bronze chest. Let's go. Wait, we got an extra copy already? Holy shit. And a Mistwraith? Okay, not bad. What level is our chest at right now? Back-to-back's probably better than a defender. We don't have that many 2s is the only problem though. But it's just like reach. Second Dawn and Dusk would be okay too. But I mean, it feels like the Death Marks are actually like kind of good. Protege is sort of the nuts, but we have way too many 3s as well. I feel like I like that. Sup, Uzi-san, Fades and Madness. So EXP, we're at 6 wins now, so we're on our final boss, I believe. So we get 5 trades. Usari instead of Detain, we like the Detain. Student instead of Vanguard, we don't have a lot of 4s. Duo instead of Shadow Fiend, that's nutty. Can take that for sure. Keeper of Masks instead of Conspirator, nope. Student instead of Shadow Shift, probably not. And Duo instead of Deathmark, Duo's the nuts. Definitely gonna take the Duo. Shadow Shift instead of War Chefs, probably no thank you. Usari instead of a Bright Steel, maybe. Riposte instead of a Cavalry. Riposte is good because it gives us a block and, or actually just reach, and it also gives us a barrier. The Cavalry is also one of our only big cards. How many 2s do we have? Protectors? We just add a lot of 2s with the duos. I think we take Usari over the Protector here. That seems good. We can go Lucian over Fiora, on guard instead of Deny, or Lancer instead of Protector. Would we rather have Lucian than Fiora? We do have a lot of 3s. I think I'm okay with that. Because we have 6 Shadow Assassins and 3 Zeds, right? We don't really want to play Fiora ever. That feels like it's the best trade. Dawn and Dusk over Detain, Protector over a Usari, or a Hatchling over a Mentor. Mentor is a really good 1-drop. And Hatchling's a really nutty endgame card. Do we need more top end, is the question. We kind of do lack top end, but I think the problem is that, like, the Mentor is just so good. We're less reliant on Conspirator now that we have duos, though, is the thing. You would have kept Fiora. I think that's fair. I think the Lucian just does something similar, albeit a little bit different. Yeah, no, I agree. She is more than just a 3. She just hasn't felt that good, I guess, today for me. But yeah, in general, I would agree. I think that we still want to Detain. We don't really want Dawn and Dusk over Detain. It's nice to have 2 of those. Just because we don't really have removal. We want Usari over the Protector, I think, every time. And then, I mean, Hatchling and Mentor are both very powerful cards. And I'm actually, like, having a pretty hard time deciding which one I want between the 2. I mean, it really just depends what we queue into, right? Because if we're playing something fast, then, I mean, we'd rather have the Mentor. If we're playing something slow, then, I mean, the Hatchling is definitely better. I think we might just, like, get rid of the best 1-drop in our deck to get another broken 7-drop. I feel like this is probably the move still. I think we do that. The thing is, we only have 1 Mentor and 1 Conspirator, though, so it doesn't happen that often. But okay, 7th win. Got the game right away. 3 even. Okay, we queue a fast deck. Unlucky. So we just traded our best 1-drop for a Hatchling. But we are against a very, very fast deck. Usari with the challenge might actually be something we want to keep. We are in evens though, so he's a lot less good. So it might just be keep the student and look for other things that are playable. Could also argue because we're on student, even student's not that good. But I mean, that actually makes student a little bit better if you have the 2-drop. Because you can play him as like a 2/2 and attack with him usually on turn 2. So can we keep student and just hard maul? I like the Usari, but not enough to keep. This is a good student hand. A very good student hand, yes. Oh, that could be our Mentor.
The party has
Yeah, for sure, I can do that. I can move it down here. There we go, boom. Let's go Sparring Student.
I can learn from watching you.
So, biggest fan's just always gonna kill us anyways, so we can just make the trade. And he will have Draven on turn 3.
Oh, you're in for it.
So just make the trade. That's fine. Pass, we play a duo, we attack with a duo. I mean, Draven turn 3 is fine, it's not that big of a deal. Go for the duo.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Conspirator, that could be a Mentor plus Conspirator combo. But I mean, duo is honestly pretty good still. It's going to be a 4/2 when we attack with her. The problem is we don't have anything to bounce with the Conspirator, so our round 4 is not going to be that great.
Never see us coming.
And I think he's honestly quite a bit happier that he's on odds this game. So I think if we are on odds, our win rate would be a lot higher just because we could attack with Zed right away. Sorry, yeah, I mean, like, everything that's good in our deck is just odd. So he gets the axe, he can just play it right away if he wants, discard something, and then he gets another one. So Draven's gonna be leveled up very soon. We just play Zed, that's all.
I am the blade in the darkness.
Axes coming right up.
And let him attack, skip the block. Okay. And pass. Two mana, Mystic Shot this side. Thermo this side, okay. Sure. You have another one, so it's not the end of the world. Problem is, it's our whole turn now. But we got one of his removal cards at least, so hopefully he does not have another one. Play the Zed.
Without a sound.
If he Mystic Shots again, it might just be GG. Or Thermos, just something to answer him, right? You entered Masters at 3. Congrats, Luker. What's that replay, man? Make sure you screenshot it and put it on Twitter. Yeti, so Rosette is terrible. That is horrible. How do we win now? He's going to open attack. Is that being a 5-2 better for us? Not really. He's probably going to play double spinning axe, get the Draven leveled next rounds. Lancer hits that. I guess we'd have to block the duo into that, this attack here. It feels like this attack won't ever get better, is my thinking, and then we can at least block that with the duo and only take like 4 damage. But this is a pretty tragic line. Where we push 7 so he's at 11, but it is honestly such a bad look. He hits the open attack button, pops off. Another Zed that's not going to do anything. Nice. Maybe you can argue there are another Zed. Okay, that's pretty good too. I guess we can value block with the Usari then. But I mean, he has the spinning axis. That's not even true. I think any way you look at it, like you can twist it however you want here, but we're not in a good spot. We value block with the Usari, at least the Zed's not dead, and he would have to use Spinning Axe to clear the Usari. Then our turn 6 is attack with nothing, except for the Lancer. Challenge the Draven, Lancer probably dies, you get 6 mana worth of stuff to develop. This sounds kind of bad. I don't really see a pan out with this, is that great. I guess if we do this, we could maybe block there and then like have something bigger block that, but that's not really that great, so I think I'm just going to do this. You can link it, dude. It's all good. I'd actually like to look, so feel free to link it, man. So this is 3-1 now, so technically we'd clear that. Discard something with the Dredger, okay. Discards an axe, pass. We have no value blocking the Dredger. So we take less damage this way if we just block both of these with this. Why are we on evens? We don't have lethal next round if we pop off, so we should actually just block here, I guess, and then try to reset next rounds. It's really bad for us, though. Really, really bad. But I think this is probably just the move. Fioraless Fiora, I dig it. Oh, okay, so like, triple Relentless Pursuit, Jesus. You're a gangster, dude. Okay, so we just take it, take the damage, ow. It's another axe, so Draven can get leveled up pretty easily here. He's out of gas pretty fast, but so are we. Duo doesn't really matter. So if we play Swiftwing Lancer, challenge the Draven, he plays the axe, so the Draven dies, he develops 6 mana worth of stuff, and he can open attack. Not the best. The way Duo plus Zed, his blocks aren't really that good, but our blocks are really bad on the swing back. Like he goes 3-2 into the Duo, and then Zed basically attacks. Assuming he doesn't play anything. But that's a really dog shit assumption, I think. So I think we just play this. It's really bad though. He won't be dead? I mean, you don't know that. You don't know what he develops, right? You just play Darius right away. Like, it could be just turn 6 Darius here, and then we're kind of just clapped. Cheeks clapped are not good. Pretty close to turn 6 Darius. So if we block here, then he can just discard and get that. So I guess we just let the Draven live, challenge the Aeronaut then. Because we need the 5/4 to go into the Shield Breaker here, I think. If he drops a Might, we lose. Draven should get leveled though. And we don't have a way of dealing with him in our next attack phase. But I guess if he doesn't have more Elusives and he doesn't win this round, then we can win relatively easily, I'd say.
Let's do this.
9, 7, 10. So Might is lethal here if he has that. And we can't do anything about that at all. Nice. He doesn't want to level Draven. It's kind of weird. But, okay. Can play 3/3 and Zed. We could also just play double Elusive line and then go for Hatchling next round. We could go duo, bounce the Conspirator, play the duo again. And then we just go Hatchling and then attack. Probably just to play.
Everything
I think it's probably going to be the most consistent line to win with.
rules are made to be broken.
Because, I mean, he's going to have another Elusive card to win with, and I don't think you're really going to be drafting too many of the Amateur Aeronauts. It's that or, like, direct damage, right? But I think it's definitely to play for lethal next round, because otherwise we're just not going to win. Because we know he's one card in his hands,
Hey, Krabby.
other than the spinning X's. Kind of surprised he rushed the attack phase so hard with his hands, but okay. Hope for the best. Pray for me, boys. This is all the EXP and a free expedition on the line here. Nice. Better than Mentor? Let's go. Way better than Mentor. That's what I'm talking about. This guy's deck was pretty nuts, though. But, yeah, Hatchling ended up being pretty good. Good stuff. GG's. 7 wins. It was honestly a bumpy road. I think we had 2 or 3 losses, and they were kind of tough ones. Let's get a level up Shadow Isles a bunch, 2,100 EXP, and get our chest popping as well. Nice. And we get to see what champion we get and what our rewards are. Oh, we have to finish it to see what the champion rewards are first. Okay. I mean, we're definitely looking for the EXP, right? So we're going to go for the second 7 wins. Okay, nice. So we got a lot of common cards. That's good. And the epic card here, let's see what it gets. Okay, it's just, oh. It might have been the main account, but we got one of those today already. Not the best. Oh, it's already Monday. I mean, I guess we should retire then. Because we get another 2 expeditions anyways with the token, or the 3,500 shards we're gonna get. So I think retire is actually the move. Okay, champion capsule and shards. Nice. And we get... Oh, we get a wild card? Oh my god. Dude, I am a high roller, boys. That's the Eliza that we want, man. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Holy. I mean, that's just broken.